Leading Case 32, One National Legal Services Authority v. Union of India and Others, 2014. 5. SCR 119, 2014. 5. SCC 438. In this video, we'll be discussing a landmark judgment by the Supreme Court of India in the case of National Legal Services Authority v. Union of India and Others, 2014, which has had a significant impact on the transgender community and their rights in India. The Supreme Court's verdict recognized transgender people as a third gender, granting them equal rights and protections under the Constitution of India. This judgment is a major milestone in the fight for equality and justice for the LGBTQ community in India, and has far-reaching implications for their fundamental rights. We'll delve into the details of the case, the constitutional provisions involved, including the 14th Amendment, and how this judgment has shaped the discourse on gender and civil rights in India. Hi, I am Advocate Dr. Saurabh Kapoor, bringing you a video on this fascinating topic like this. But before you start watching this video, I request you to kindly like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to my YouTube channel. To view videos like this more, please leave a comment below, telling your thought and idea about this video and future videos you want. Introduction. National Legal Services Authority v. Union of India and Others, 2014. 5. SCR 119, 2014. 5. SCC 438 is a landmark decision by the Supreme Court of India that recognized transgender people as a third gender, affirming their fundamental rights and providing them legal recognition and protection under the law facts. The National Legal Services Authority, NALSA, filed a public interest litigation aiming to secure legal recognition for transgender individuals. The petition argued that transgender people faced systemic discrimination in various aspects of life, including education, employment, and health care, largely due to the absence of legal recognition of their gender identity. Issues raised. 1. Whether transgender individuals should be recognized as a third gender in the eyes of the law. Whether transgender people are entitled to the same fundamental rights as other recognized genders under the Indian Constitution. What legal protections and affirmative actions are necessary to address the discrimination faced by transgender individuals. Contention of the parties. Petitioner, NALSA, argued for the recognition of transgender individuals as a third gender to ensure they receive all constitutionally guaranteed rights, including socio-economic rights. Respondents, Union of India and Others, generally supportive, with various government departments recognizing the need for policy adjustments to accommodate the rights and needs of transgender individuals. Critical analysis of the case. The case critically addressed issues related to gender identity and the interpretation of constitutional rights concerning non-binary gender classifications. It questioned traditional norms and legal frameworks that recognized only male and female genders, pushing for an inclusive approach that acknowledged the spectrum of gender identities. Opinion of judges. The judges opined that recognition of transgender individuals as a third gender is not merely a socially progressive recognition, but also a human rights issue. The rights of transgender persons to dignity, freedom of expression, and equal treatment under the law were emphasized as fundamental finding of the court. The court found that transgender people have the right to decide their self-identified gender and directed the center and state governments to grant legal recognition of their gender identity, such as male, female, or as third gender. Directions of the court. Quad. Legal recognition. Transgender persons have the right to self-identification as male, female, or third gender. 2. Affirmative actions. Directed governments to provide socially and educationally backward classes reservations in admissions to educational institutions and employment. Public health and sanitation. Governments are to take steps to provide health facilities to transgender people, including separate HIV serosurveillance centers and sex reassignment surgeries. Public awareness. Directed the government to take measures to create public awareness so that transgender people will feel that they are also part and parcel of the social life and not be treated as untouchables. Welfare measures. Called for framing various social welfare schemes for their betterment. Final judgment. The judgment mandated sweeping changes to legislation and government policies to improve the welfare and rights of transgender individuals. recognizing them as a third gender conclusion. National Legal Services Authority v. Union of India and others stands as a seminal case in Indian legal history, significantly advancing the rights and recognition of transgender individuals. It underscored the importance of equality and non-discrimination,